Today it's going to be a sad day for me specifically. We're going to be looking at my problems because I am a black suburban kid. It's going to be sad.
There are three main issues with black suburban kids. The first one being, y'all need to be yourselves, including me. Like my brother in Christ, you don't need to act like you came from poverty for people to accept you. Like, bro, that's been such a big trend in the past couple of years. You have all of these kids acting like they thugs, they from the trap, they from the streets, they really bang for real, they really went through trauma. But in all reality, they did not live that life. Like, bro, you came from a two-parent household. Gated.
What do you mean? I'm from the hood. I grew up in these streets. I'm really hood.
Flashback.
I am a black suburban kid.
Community had dinner on the table every single night. You over here acting like you had to eat sleep for dinner. Nigga, you're rich. You have a pet dog named Fluffles. I don't think no broke nigga has that. Talking about we ain't have a pot to piss in. Brother, you have a bidet in your toilet. And look, I do understand that everybody has a struggle. Everybody comes from something. And everybody does have problems, even if it isn't financially. But at the same time, if it's not financially, stop acting like that's your big problem. And I feel like it's really disrespectful to the people who actually live that lifestyle and trying to get into the position that you are in. Be appreciative of what you had and what your parents worked for, because cosplaying a broke person is one of the corniest things you can do. And I feel like a big part of this trend came from rap music. I'm gonna keep it a beat, because that type of music made that fast type of lifestyle, that's trapping and scamming, and made it look fun and enjoyable, bro. Like, you can't tell me that you don't feel like going on a drill after listening to a King Von song. Like, the shit he was doing was fucked up, but gosh, that was making that shit look fun. Like, he made O Block sound like a Disneyland resort, bro. Like, that is not okay. But because of that type,
He did? That's not what I remember.
music, it made that whole thugging and trapping and hood lifestyle seem cool. So now suburban now want to be a part of that fast lifestyle. And because these suburban boys wanted to do this whole process started a thing that I like to call cap rap, which is pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't understand, it's basically lying about every single thing said in your rap song. For example, I'm finna show y'all a person that y'all probably already know, a pretty popular rapper by the name of Lil Tech. He's known for his amazing music. Here's the thing, he caps a whole lot in his rap.
I got a pack, hit him and do it again. And I'm friend. I have a girlfriend. I don't have no young ladies. Don't.
That's crazy. that I've never seen that before. That lying your whole song. I'd say that downgrades the song knowing that afterwards. But like, I mean, I don't really mind that much, but like, I feel like it's weird rapping about lies, saying it's yourself.
DM me. I got bands when I'm flying to France, drinking till in the land. Nah, I never went to France. You got a man, know what I do to your mans. No, I ain't shooting the hands. Took an airline, took one again. Crashed a Rari, so I hopped in the Benz. I don't even drive. I don't even know how to.
I don't drive. I don't have a Ferrari or a Benz. I drive a Toyota Camry. It's reliable.
I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I don't have no straps for nobody.
Who was talking about? I don't even drive. Why would I have a Rari? Oh, that nigga funny, bro. I will say one thing though. Even though he does cap in his rap, I do appreciate that he actually calls himself out. Most of your favorite rappers don't do this. For example, even though he isn't black, a popular person who did this was 6ix9ine, and we seen how that ended up with him.
It was already supposed to happen.
Listen, I don't know what kind of gun that is.
Also, Lil Yachty did this in the past, but they all did this because gangsta rap was cool. But in all reality, I feel like all of that shit is lame, because you should just represent where you from. Represent your bourbon. Represent your...
But like, if everyone represented their burb, everyone would be the same. I got 2 loving parents at home and a 3-course meal. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Gates. Bro, be who you are. Stop trying to claim something you're not from. Being suburban and being safe and having a stable lifestyle is cool, because you don't got to stress about the things that those other people who live that 5 type of lifestyle have to stress about. Peace and comfortability is a good thing, but for some reason these people just don't understand that. Over here talking about, were those gunshots or fireworks? Brother, you live in a gated community. Over here trying to make drill music when you come from a suburban home. Straight fallacies and misinformation over this beat. Oh, we had to make syrup sandwiches for dinner. Brother, you only know what that is because of that Kendrick Lamar song. Oh, some days I ain't know if the lights were gonna turn off. Brother, you have LED lights in your room. What are you talking about?
Well, the power does go out every now and then.
And all of this type of shit really hits home to me, because I was one of these people, like hardcore, every single one of these type of people. Bro, when I was younger, I wanted to be hard so bad. I looked up to a lot of different rappers. I just wanted to be known as that. Even though I have a loving family and both parents in my life, and I live in a good suburban neighborhood. I also live in Nashville, Tennessee, and if you know anything about Nashville, come on, bro. Like, I don't know who I was fooling, but I was so invested into making people think I was hard. Like, I would talk different, act different. I even made music about drilling, shooting, trapping at the ripe age of 13. Like, what are we talking about? Talking about I got shooters that will blick you down, yeah, on Fortnite. And I was just one of them stereotypical kids talking about doing crimes, but brother, I was a good kid, an outstanding citizen. Only crime I've ever committed was stealing like 5 Nerf bullets from Walmart. And as soon as my mom found out, she promptly whipped my ass and made me return it to the store. I had a very good upbringing, and it was very disrespectful to my parents to even play like I did. But I was trying to be cool, and I thought that was the way to do it because that was the trend during that time. I understand why I thought that way, but at the same time, I should have just been myself. But I'm glad that I eventually came to terms with my suburban lifestyle and finally started to really appreciate the blessings and cherishes of my life. And of course, I'm not the only person who has fallen into the problem, right? I'm just lucky that I got out of it before it was too late. But not everybody can say the same thing. And eventually, they end up ruining the privilege that they was born into, which is problem number 2. Some of us fake it until we actually make it, but it ends up ruining our lives because it wasn't meant for us. All right, I'm gonna keep it.
I could never end up in jail. That's not who I am.
Being with this one, I got so many former homies that just start selling. They just start selling gas, serving, whatever. It's like, brother, why? Your name is Jonathan. You're a good boy. Be a good kid. And then these niggas will gaslight themselves into getting straps, talking about, yo, I ain't gonna lie, with this type of lifestyle, I gotta be protected. If you gotta be protected for this type of lifestyle, why would you get into it? Like, brother, you went to a private school. Why are you selling drugs? And I'm gonna keep it a beam. A lot of the reasons why they did a lot of this shit is because 1, it was cool, but 2, they wanted quick money and they didn't want to get a fucking job. Like, brother, go fill out a job application.
Well, they could do what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not getting paid, but I'm unemployed. I'm doing unemployed stuff, making YouTube videos with my free time because I'm unemployed. I might need a job.
Application, please. I promise you, it's not that hard. All of a sudden, everybody wants to be a YN. And actually, that's a lie. It's just a stupid TikTok trend. Nobody really wants to be that. But again, trends like that, the YN trend, really just glorify that trapping, scamming, fast type of lifestyle that shouldn't be glorified. I had this one friend who was a straight A student. Very cool guy. I used to play basketball with him back in the day. And one day, he just moved out of my neighborhood. And we kind of fell off after that, right? Until one day, I was scrolling on Instagram, and I seen his mugshot on one of the local news accounts. And when I read the description, it fucking alarmed me. Because the reason why he got arrested is because he was facing a double homicide, and there was outstanding evidence for the case. Yeah, that is going to jail for life. And he grew up in the same neighborhood that I grew up in. Both parents in his life. How did that happen? But apparently he started selling it.
Well, clearly they moved to the hood and they did not make it out. See, it's not easy for everybody. That's why I'm saying, like you don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through. What I've done here in this hood.
And the deal went bad, and that's just what happened. And now he'll probably lose his freedom. It's unfortunate and scary, but at the same time, that's the future for a lot of y'all YNs. Y'all think it's sweet right now until some bullshit happens, and now your freedom is gone when you was born into privilege. You literally started at a higher totem pole than everybody else. Somehow you still f***ed it all up, and now you're at the bottom. This is actually problem number 3. People won't let us be us. For some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back now.
Bro,
Okay,
bro, take that off, bro. that I have no words for whatever this is. People spend money on that?
Get to it. For some reason, some people think that this is what a black man's supposed to be. A thug, ratchet, hoodlum, or a YN. And if you're not this, or you don't want to be this, you're not really black, you're kind of whitewashed. Because for some reason, when you talk proper, or just like different things in general, different types of food, or like different type of music, than the majority masses, you're whitewashed. It's a very weird thing that we do in our community, and it's fucking disgusting. How can somebody not be black and just being themselves? This is a big thing that happens to a lot of suburban black kids. And this, okay, I'm gonna just be a fucking honest. I have black parents just like you have black parents. Yes, we were raised in different principles and premises, but we're still the same people. It doesn't matter who I grew up with.
What do you mean? If you're not popping pills, robbing banks, doing hard drugs, then you're not black.
Up hanging around, what I like doing. I'm still a black person. I was watching this video the other day, right? It was about this black girl, and she was just venting about how she feels weird about being a nerdy black girl and how other people treat her so differently or just look at her weird because she's who she is. It was calling her whitewashed because she was well-spoken, calling her weird because she wasn't trying to go to functions and shake ass. Just because somebody doesn't want to act hard and own a gun or shake ass at a party doesn't mean that they're any less black. We should fucking eradicate that from our culture. That girl I was just talking about, she's perfectly black. She's actually beautiful. If you are suburban, don't feel the need to act like you're not. Be who you are. Black culture is strong. It's beautiful. Everybody admires it. And we as a younger generation of black people are glorifying the bad parts way more than we should be glorifying the good parts. Our culture isn't ratchet shit. It's us. We decide what it is. So don't put yourself in a box that you think you should be in. Be you. Because me and you are the culture. We represent what people think of us as black people. Not the rap music, not the thought music, not Sexy Red or King Von, and especially not any other race. Be you. Because in order for this to change, we need to start repping our birth instead of repping some hood that you don't even live near. So rep your gate. Follow my Twitch if you like hearing me talk about topics.
Black people unite.